Hello there and welcome back to the Bax, what do I call this? Directorate of Bax Prime. I'm NeroBax and today we're going to continue where we left off. I also completely forgot to start the recording, so a couple of days have passed since last time. Sorry about that. But I promise you, nothing too important happened during those 2 days. Trust me. We're currently in the negatives in terms of money, mostly because of the extra fleet that we got. And we're going to start using this fleet for our purposes. First is getting rid of those spaceborne organics, the amoebas. Second will be getting rid of the mining people here. And third, we are going to declare war on these guys, because I want to get them out of the way. They are kind of annoying. Now the thing is, due to my survey tech, I can see what they have surveyed. But Abyssal Host and Chasmal Horde, I have not seen those before. I need to go and see what those are. But anyways, we're going to lose that knowledge as soon as we break them. So we're going to have to resurvey the area, which is kind of bad, but we can handle that. We could go for upgrading our starports again, or doing something else entirely. I think we should just focus on our... Let's just focus on some missiles, just get them up there, get them running. And hostile fleets are present. It's because we are attacking the hostile fleet. The thing is, we don't really have any shields, so our armor will have to do. I'm probably going to lose at least a couple of corvettes, which should be good enough right now. Because even if I lose a couple of corvettes, it won't be that much of an issue altogether. I didn't actually lose anything. I'm surprised. Tech is done. We can now get shields, deflectors. And I think we're actually just going to keep on going this path. Just upgrade the deflectors once more. And now, my construction ship in this region of space should just research that, and then... Oh, that's my science ship. What? I'm such an idiot. What are you done with, boss? There we go. Oh, my science ship is actually here. Sorry, my construction ship is here. It's just so confusing sometimes when trying to pick something and it actually gives you something else entirely. Let's see, construction ship here. This is the right one. I want you to construct a mining station there. And I need this science ship to research the debris once it's done. So once these guys have been fixed, back at base, or we're actually going to Chatib, which works. So apparently the ceramic container, we've tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pot ended up in stellar orbit. Maybe we're all crazy. Maybe it does not even exist. Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We're done. There's nothing more we can do here. The only plus side to this is that we have tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions when we could not stomach to keep investigating that damn thing. So basically, it's a elaborate joke that someone played on us, and they're laughing all the way home, funnily enough. So I think with this, we have researched most of the things in our space, except for these two things. And wasn't there an anomaly hereby? No, where was that anomaly? Cothium? Nope. Didn't I see an anomaly? There it was. So, you are the anomaly hunter. You will deal with that anomaly once you're done with whatever you're doing. And the construction ship is also being currently parked. The funny thing right now is that my ships don't really have anything to do, so I'm going to send this construction ship to set up a wormhole station right here. And that will make it a little bit easier to jump around. Let's see, do I want to do anything else? No, that should be good enough. If I can build a frontier station here, it should give me a huge amount of freedom in the area. So, you know those civilians, or that civilization I'm currently viewing? Their implants had some malfunctions, and we need to go and clean up our mess. So, let's see. You're just surveying the area. Okay, good. let's just have you then go and clean up the mess once you're done with what you're doing. That's an easy way of fixing things. I just need you guys to fix the ships, and then we'll go and deal with Suban. And then we can start actually attacking things. I'll deal with these space amoebas later. Do I have a lot of Pash? That's mining drones. I am not interested in actually fixing them. These guys, however, could be interesting to research. Let's see. Fleet has been fixed almost. There we go. Fleet has been fixed. Sending it to Subban to just clear up everything, basically.
Debris
and then we'll be happy. So, fleet order is finished. We found some more debris that's of actual use. Things are working out in our advantage, but I'm going to clear these out. I'm going to work with the anomalies if there's anything interesting in them. I'll show you, but if it's just basically more resources, I think I'm just going to leave things as they are. I think we're also going to build the... We're just going to get missiles, an upgrade to our missiles here.
Special project complete.
Implants have been removed, as you can see. We get some information from those implants, even though we removed them, and we get some tech for it. 250 society tech, which is good. Now, the science ship here is... don't really have anything to do, so... Where are you parked? You parked there. Okay, that's good. So... Did I not send a science ship to deal with this? Clearly not. So you're going to take on the role of clearing and surveying that system.
Situation log update.
Interlevel high means that you have surveyed the system as far as I know. Multi influence +1. Our propaganda is done. Empire leader capacity +2. So seems to be pretty good. We're not going to colonize anything other than continental worlds anyway, so let's just get the adaptive bureaucracy right now. How is my fleet doing? It hasn't actually lost anything yet.
Hostile fleet engaged.
The thing is, I need to actually slim it down a tiny bit, so that's kind of what I'm hoping is going to happen here.
Complete. Situation log updated.
And again, the mining drones don't really have anything good. The only real good thing that they have is mining lasers is the only thing I can gain from them, so I'm not going to be researching this debris at all. Orbital wreckage that once belonged to a sizable Irasian research station has been found above Bolster 6. Exactly what the Irasian were researching here remains unclear, but their instruments appear to have been aimed towards the gas giant itself.
Situation log updated.
So, why don't you research that project? Ah, nice. Let's see, I'll send you to build a research station and mine the sun. There we go. We also need to build a research station here. But other than that, it doesn't seem like we really need anything right now.
Updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
We're destroying hostile fleets, yes.
Updated.
Kangxi, you should be big enough now that I can actually upgrade the planetary administration. Or upgrade to a planetary administration. Which makes these guys a little bit less annoyed by being away from the capital. Which is good.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Hostile fleet has been engaged.
Situation log
We still haven't actually lost any ships,
Hostile
which
fleet
is
engaged.
interesting. There's only the space station left too, so we'll deal with them quickly, and then we'll see how things go.
Updated.
But the construction ships are bored. So let's send you to build the research station there. And the other one... Doesn't seem like I actually have anything of interest to build right now. So, funnily enough, we'll just leave you idle. Now, I'll deal with them at the station, keep on doing some more things, and I'll be back with you guys in just a bit. As you see, the archaeological project to check out the station above the gas giant is done. The analysis of Irasian orbital records discovered above Ball 6 has yielded a few answers, but we have some idea of what their scientists were studying in their research station. Recovered logs make reference to some kind of artificial object floating deep inside the gas giant's crushing atmosphere. The clusterman has found no trace of such an object, despite repeated atmospheric scans, so either the Irasian finally managed to retrieve it, or someone else did it in the countless years since their demise. Engineering research, we found another
System
artifact.
survey complete.
As you can see, we currently have 4 of the artifacts, so it's going very well. We have a lot of debris in Subban, but it's all from those mining droids, so we're just going to ignore that. We're almost done with all of them, without a single loss of ship. Although one corvette is heavily damaged, and it's still taking more damage.
Situation log
It's
updated.
perfectly fine. We're going to send back here to repair, and once we've actually done that, I am going to go ahead and start declaring wars on other things. So, before that though, we're going to send these guys to survey the systems here, because I did want... I messed that up. Because I did want to build a forwards post here, and most likely here too, depending on how things go. But these guys have the most interesting systems by far, in terms of both science and also money, so we're most likely going to end up attacking them first. No holds barred. But I'm tempted to upgrade my fleet first, just to make sure it's of the most current design. So let's just clear the design, autocomplete. And it didn't really become that much better, but we can save that. Destroyer, clear design, autocomplete, became a lot better. So let's just save that. The thing is, most of my ships will be using shields now, rather than anything else. So we have to take that into consideration as well. But going to Chatib is just, that was just as well. It'd probably be my secondary base when it comes to ships production. So it's not a very bad thing. They have actually built a 3rd planet now. Now that, on the other hand, is pretty much very annoying. So I'll deal with that later on. I also need a science ship to actually check out Subban, to figure out if there's actually anything worthwhile on the planet. But before we actually...
Hostile fleet.
We found a bunch of crystalline entities. Ascension's End.
Research
That's
complete.
one interesting name for a black hole. Fusion missiles have been researched. We can go for a Europa autocannon, or a coil gun, or we can go for upgrading our spaceships to even another further tech level. We don't really need that right now. Let's just focus on things we can snap on our spaceships. So we can go with a slave army. I don't think we need that, really. Let's go for the Frontier Clinic instead. It's something you can build on a new planet. Well, it's a planet unique that you can build that gives habitability plus 5%, which is kind of decent. So let's just get that one built. And once we've upgraded, again, the ships here, we're going to fight our first war. Found an anomaly? Might as well just research it. Faint signal from a small object. Found a new contact. Po Gavani. Are they close?
Research complete.
No. So I guess the people that we're finding are actually people who have the warp tech and aren't limited like I am. Energy storage or wormhole reach. Now we can actually reach everything that we need right now, and we don't have a need to get wormholes quicker. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade our energy tech,
Construction
basically.
complete.
Better energy production for our ships is always nice. You can survey Subban, you can survey that, and I've already surveyed Aether, but I always end up getting stuck on that one. Construction ship. I don't think I have anything to construct right now, so they're just going to be idle for the time being. No, wait, we can build a research and a mining station right there. There we go, problem solved. Sadly, the other ship is closer. I should use that one instead, but this will work out just fine. We found an ancient live pod with a dead crew member. And it gave us some society research. That's sad. Not society research, dead crew member. So it's going to take a while for us to upgrade our fleet. But with that, it should be easy to take down our enemy. What we should do though in the meantime is probably build a couple of assault armies. 5, 6, 7, 8. That should do the trick, and it kind of has to because we're out of minerals. But as I said, we're going to research this area. We're probably going to build a forwards post on Akmal. Weird name.
Research
And
complete.
we'll see what we do after that. Frontier Clinic has been researched. This is the one I want. It's a naval capacity plus 10 upgrade, which should help quite a lot with the issues that I'm currently having. So with that said, we have some special projects that we need to do. for the Exbiology Museum. That is just capturing some random species.
System survey complete.
Well, it's not really random, but you get what I mean. Let's just use this survey ship to check out the Eastern Front, as it were. And I'm actually tempted to build up another fleet that's just for getting rid of the small annoying things. But we need to have more force limits. And to get more force limits, we kind of need to build more, well, planets. Right now, our tech is also kind of coming slowly along. Mostly due to our scientists not being that good. So it's going to take a while to actually get to a very good level, science-wise. So we'll have to see. But we upgraded our fleet. It went from 800 to almost 1200. So that's pretty decent. And with that, we're going to declare war on these dudes. They're a military republic, so in theory they should be stronger than us, but they're inferior in terms of fleet power and naval capacity. So what we want is for them to succeed everything they have. Now, let's just be perfectly honest. I am going full on genocide this game, which means that as soon as we take what is theirs, we are going to completely annihilate every single member of their species. And we're going to just leave their join star axis, so alliance is happening. So we're basically just going to leave their everything bare. The planet's going to be destroyed, and then I'm going to build where I can or where I want. Colonial centralization, might as well get that. It unlocks the planetary capital, which is an upgrade to a lot of my things, so we're going to get that. And that works just well. It's just these dudes, so they did not join any sort of dangerous thing. For me, that is. And Suban, we're finding actually some good things in Suban. So let's just build a couple of mining stations, which is not really that weird considering there was 1 million mining stations there. So let us just see where our fleet will take us. Because I need to, basically the main goal here is to destroy their fleet. Secondary goal is to destroy all of their planetary, basic spaceports. They don't have a spaceport here, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's go to Sobra, and then Ugar Lal. We kind of need to just find their things and then destroy them. So we have plenty of time to actually get the things done. I'm actually going to send another construction ship here just to help out, because again, it's a system that should have a lot of resources in it. So I'm just going to help them along in terms of finding said resources. We don't really have anything else that we need to build within our borders right now, so it's perfectly fine. Let's see. I sent them to Subra, didn't I? There we go. That should be us warping in.
System survey complete.
Nope, that was not us. This one does not have a... What? They have a 500 fleet force. Okay, there we go. In theory, I could just siege both of their planets. That should probably be enough to make them give up. They sent a builder ship into my place. There we go. Set you to passive, because I want to bait their fleet out. It's 17 ships after all. If the base starts shooting at me too, then things are going to get awkward. You know what? We're just going to start sieging one of their planets. That should be enough to actually bring them out. Because I don't want to. I just don't want to lose ships unnecessarily to annoying things. Our stance on bombing will be limited. Because I don't think these guys are using the same planets as we are. I need to just check that out actually. They actually are using continental worlds, so getting rid of them and then colonizing said worlds is actually a good plan.
System survey complete.
No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get rid of that one. There we go. So we're currently bombing their world down, as you can see, losing 10 a tick. And we're going to send our fleets in very soon to... They still have a construction ship just flying through my space. What is this? Let's see, we're still building up to 9 armies, so it's going to take a little bit while before that's done. But the planet only had 3 pops on it, or 3 people. So I should be safe to just land my armies and try and take it over.
System survey complete.
Now, my construction ships are all parked. You're going to build a research station, and you are going to build on whatever is giving cash. That one. So yeah, it was a system with a lot of mining stations for a reason, interestingly enough. I just realized I completely forgot to do one very basic thing. I'm going to upgrade you to a hydroponic farm. Upgrade you to a hydroponic farm. Upgrade you to a regular power plant. But here was the thing that I forgot. I can build Betharian power plants, and I can build 2 of them. So why don't we just do that? And clear some of the toxic kelp that is currently covering my planet. So there we go. Now, how my fleet doing in terms of holding this thing down? It's hold down alright. We found another Stone Age primitives. They are not actually of interest unless they become proper primitives. If we look here, we can actually see them. Let's remove empires, and as you can see, the Stone Age primitives doesn't actually count for anything. It's just the primitive feudalism ones. So they're fanatic militarists and xenophobes. I'm pretty sure that we've made a xenophobe. That's the worst part. I'm not even kidding by our aggressive watching of them. So currently we just need to watch our fleet actually attack you. Science ship is done. Where do you belong? You belong over here. I want you to just survey some more systems. Sanctions and this tech system. And again, there isn't really a lot here of value, so I don't know if I really want to build a forwards station or if I would just want to destroy this planet and potentially build a colony within what limit I have. Because my border range is just going to keep on increasing. They are not actually doing anything to lift the siege here, which is good for us. Yeah, they have 3 pops on the planet. So at most here, as you can see, they'll get 3 defenders, which is very easy to murder. All my research are complete. So let's see here. Do we want to get an advanced railgun? I'm tempted to build one. I think we're just going to build the engineering factory, because that means that we can upgrade our researchers, if you will. Now, out of these, I would probably get the tile blocker, but we don't really have a plan right now with Desert Jungle, so we're actually going to upgrade naval capacity instead. Navigators Guild. Ship mod. Oh, it's a module. Warp speed, sensor range, reveals throw. That's an interesting one, for sure. But I don't think we actually need it. It gives some nice modifiers, but I think we can live without that one. I think we're just going to unlock the point defense. In terms of tech, I feel it's going really slow right now. So, Sadalik has been successfully invaded and taken. So, next step of the line is taking Olimar. And again, taking these planets is basically just enough, in theory, to make our enemies here give up. And that is basically what I'm going for. Now, let's just send you guys also straight to Olimar. My fleet should have its siege down by the time we get there. The army's recruitment on Bax Prime has been completed. And I'm going to embark these guys as well. And send them to Olimar. And basically, I just need to re-siege that other planet, but I don't think they will. Or at least not make it in time. Depends to be seen, though. But basically, if you have a strong fleet there, I usually won't attack you. And that is what I think happens here. If I split up my fleet in 2 and kept one around here, the other one in jump range, I could probably bait the AI to attack me. We found another piece of Stone Age primitives. Do they not... Are you not thought anything?
System survey complete.
Yeah, this should go pretty quick in terms of just taking everything down. Found an anomaly. Research it. You are strong enough for that. We're not actually, as I said, we're not actually finding anything of really high value around here, which is a little bit annoying. Did you guys join a... No, you didn't join anything, so we can destroy you right after. Just clear up our space. We found an Irasian mining base, apparently. A series of deep boreholes on surface of Lesson 7 are all the remains of the Irasian mining operation that was active on this world some 1.2 million years ago. The clusterman has conducted thorough surface scan, but we had to find the remains of any actual mining facilities.
Log updated.
So, where is the... It says the system is in, but it doesn't say the name of the mining ship. That's a weakness, if you ask me. The Jaeger? let us survey some systems. I forgot to shift, didn't I? Yeah. But yeah, I'm tempted to just destroy the 2 natives that I have, because I'm not looking for any friends or anything like that. We're just going full on, as I said, genocide. That's the plan. So we're probably going to do that. Antimatter missiles. Let's unlock that. Sounds brutal enough for us. And how are we doing on the siege? Siege is done, more or less. Let's take these 2 fleets. Let's have them merge. And then we're going to land armies on Talanoc. And as I said, that should be enough to make them just straight up give up.
Evading hostile fleet.
Now, it says so in the tooltip at least, but I have no idea if it's actually the case. Ancient mining drones. That if you how should I put this? If each pop you have actually increases the cost to research a tech. So in theory, you could build plans as full-on research place, and it could probably work out to advantage. But I have no idea if it will work like that. So in theory, I'm just going to purge everything, get my borders as huge as possible, and then just work from there. So we could go for barrier point defense. We're getting shields, we're getting reactors. Let's just get the reactors. It will be basically the highest level of power, I think, and that will put us in really, really good position for the future. Now, you guys are scared away, so let's just go have you survey those 2, and then we'll deal with that one later. Sadly, there's something weird here, because I can see the border where I can jump is broken here. So I have no idea if something broke that. But I'm also very tempted to check out the system here, because it says it's an abysmal host and a chasmal horde. What is that? It's a void cloud entity. That's interesting. So void clouds came from black holes? I don't know. We'll have to fight them sooner or later, but we definitely need more power before we do that. So I was kind of expecting these guys to give up. But clearly they haven't yet. So I need to probably attack their home planet, which is a little bit annoying, but you do what you have to. Oh, they actually built up their fleet quite a bit. Why do we keep on finding so many fleets? Oh, so there's mining drones and some other things there.
Fleet engaged. Special project complete.
Archaeological project. Freeze time. Let's stop. After investigating the boreholes on Sim 7, our archaeologists found the fossilized remains of over 100 Irasian miners at the bottom of one of them. They appear to be more victims of the Javorian pox that brought about the fall of the Irasian Concordat. In a futile attempt to keep the disease from spreading, their comrades dumped the bodies down one of the boreholes before the planet was evacuated. Interesting find. So the disease was basically one they could not get rid of or get away from. Did we just destroy... Oh, we just destroyed some random thing. But yeah, we're going to have to just try and straight up attack these dudes. Worst case scenario is I lose, and as a result of that, we have to restart some of our plans. But I don't see really a huge, how should I put this, a huge risk for that. It should be fine. Let's see, how are we doing on the eastern side here? Not really found anything of value just yet. But yeah, we're going to attack these guys, and with their... I should just attack these guys from get-go, but hopefully we can pull something off it, even though they do have the... this thing. Sorry. This thing. Close. Why are we finding so many hostile fleets all of a sudden? Oh, there was a space amoeba there. So they're not willing to actually attack me, as it looks like. You know what, let's just gamble. Worst case scenario, I'll lose my fleet, but I should at least incur some rather heavy casualties for them. Their ships have no shields or anything, but they're still doing a decent amount of damage. So I'm going to suffer some rather hefty losses here, I think, but we can just upgrade our ships and rebuild. It shouldn't be a problem. And in theory, I should not lose that much, but we'll see. There we go. Sadly, there's no pull back button. It's either retreat or fight to win. And if you press the retreat button, you basically lose the space battle, which we're not going to do. But yeah, we did lose a fair amount of fleet here. Let's just be honest. And we're just going to send you guys home because we won the war. It's over. It is done. It's 100%. They will give up, almost guaranteed. So with that done, since we are going to get border increase over here, I'm sending my science ships back home, I guess one could say. Kongzi, how are you doing on your surface buildings? Can upgrade that power plant once more. Good. Now, as I was saying, we're going to need to upgrade our ships. So let's just upgrade the design first. Let's clear design, order complete. We now have medium railguns, among other things. So we have a definite upgrade. Clear design, more railguns, but I don't know why we have sentinel point defense. Order cannon, point defense, railgun. I guess it's a decent combination. Do I not have any better weapons? I have some fusion missiles if I want to. Yeah, that large order cannon is really, really powerful. I guess this works out. I could potentially also change the setup here to something more... Nope, this should actually do the trick. Just one big large gun, some point defense, and then some railguns. This could actually work. How was my corvette set up? Strike a core. I could make an interceptor core and just have 3 small ones. But I think this works. It should work at least. So let's send you guys back home to Bax Prime for both repairs and an upgrade. And we're going to keep on... No, do you know what? We're going to upgrade you guys on the other place. Because it actually requires a starport to upgrade. So we can use that starport to upgrade them. And that should work just fine. So we have 28. Let's just build 4 for each one destroyer. 4 plus 6, 12. Where 21? There, that should do it. Perfect. And we actually had enough minerals for it too, which is a real surprise. But let's just wait now and see if they actually give up. Or if I need to actually siege their planet. We found more Stone Age primitives. No, there we go. Victory against them. So, the best possible outcome. They ceded their planets. And now my murderous nature can be made apparent. So, the plan here is very, very simple. Once we conquer anyone, we go to surface, we choose the pops, and we purge all pops from the planet. And we are going to do that with all of them. And what this will do, we are actually, this planet though, we're going to colonize it because it's done, it's perfect. Which one was it? Ugalal? Yeah, we are going to basically purge them all, which will kill them. The planets will be under control of no one. I'm tempted to... I have to decide though which planet I want to take over because this one is pretty decent. It's basically a perfect world. It has the basics and stacks. It doesn't need to have any cleaning done or anything like that. So in theory of that, it's a pretty decent one. It'll do its job. We don't care that you guys are having problems on your planet. You're going to all die anyways. So it's not a problem. Empire Capital Complex and Advanced Government Forms. We want this because it basically just upgrades your entire empire. So let's just get the Galactic Administration right away. Now, basically, I'm going to show you what happens when you go full on Satan, if you will. And once I've done that, I'm going to end the video. Because that is the end of everything when I go full on Satan. But basically the purge thing, it's a decent thing when you don't want to have anyone else around. As you can see, it'll take 5 more months. After rigorous research, the crew of Cosmos has only been able to detect a faint echo emanating deep beneath the surface of Pate 1. The echo resembles a live signature. However, it is so distant it is hard to tell if it's real or just the instruments giving up random vibrations. Science Officer Zhao, crew is more complaining about the bad rest and long hours and cannot take much more. Crusader confers, we cannot rest until we get to the bottom of this. I don't know what this is. And I don't know if we want to sacrifice a science ship with a level 5 scientist. But let's face it, we'll soon have 2 scientists. She is 70 years old. She has minus 22 her lifespan. She'll die soon anyways. And building a new science ship won't really be difficult. So let's gamble. We cannot rest until we get to the bottom of this. Okay. What happened now? After working day and night in order to find reason behind the echo, the crew of Cosmo found an interesting life form living underneath the surface of Pate 1. Previously, we could not detect it due to its amazing ability to live so close to a planet's core, throwing off our system analytics. Scans show shows it to be a type of aquatic anthropod early in its evolution. But what is most surprising is the fact that it's able to reproduce by repurposing dead matter from other life forms into offspring. The information will surely help our scientists develop new pharmaceuticals. However, news of how we treat our personnel will surely spread and displease the general populace. So, did I just gain 2 modifiers, one good and one bad? Happiness minus 10% will go over in 1800 days to 5 years. Pharmaceutical innovation will last for... So the happiness basically cancel each other out, so not really a problem there. And we get an extra society out on top of that, and it also lasts twice the length, so can't complain about that. It's a decent one. It's okay. No complaints from me there. What we will do, however, is, as I said, wait until the purge is complete, just to show you what happens, and then I will be on my merry way. Sorry for wasting all your time. I really should make these episodes a little bit shorter, but I just get so caught up in this game. It's just so fun to play. It's right up my alley too. It's a lot of micromanagement, and it gets kind of the same way. But just watching your empire grow is kind of the feeling that I first got when playing EU4, and that's what makes it wonderful. We found some people who have entered the Steam Age, which is interesting to say the least. So let's just go ahead and build an observation post there, because it's some Ovani. And with that, we'll get even more tech. But yeah, the tech right now is slowed down. As you can see, it costs almost 2,000 here. We'll use that as a... almost 3,000 here. We'll use that as basically Linus to figure out what's happening here. So once we reach the 10, these guys should all die. Let's see here. 10:03. There we go. Purge has been completed, as you can see. And we lost quite a bit of our influence area. Which is to be expected. We did, after all, kill all those people. And we no longer have control of the planets. So, again, it's kind of to be expected. But we did gain, as you can see, a little bit more influence. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with this dudes. And then we can just see how we're going to handle it after that. Because, let's just face it, I should not need this frontier outpost anymore. I should not. These two planets are not, or these two systems are not being used anyways. And we have one here. So... as a final experiment, we are going to get rid of this frontier outpost and see what happens. Okay, I did not expect that much loss. We might actually have to rebuild the frontier outpost on Nifra here. Yeah, let's just do that. It's cost me 200, but I learned a valuable lesson to some degree. And we also lost Olimar from within our reach. Isn't there a survey ship already here? No, that's a transport fleet. I'm going to send you back home. So, I'm going to send you to survey these places. And we're definitely going to build another colony. Let's just be honest about that. But hopefully by building the science thing here instead of some other place, I'll get a little bit more reach. It's an awkward one for sure. But let's just set up a new research and call it the end here. Because this has been going on for way too long. Let's just get this one done. And as you can see here, I lost nearly 700 points to my research requirement by doing that. But I also lost a lot of the research because I kind of kicked out some of the places that were important for that. So, we'll see. And I'll leave it at here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!